going on, y'all? You might catch this on the replay. Um, this was inspired by a conversation I was having with somebody else, and I just realized that the mentality of humanity has always been to exalt Barabbas and to crucify a Jesus. Okay, that's a metaphor, right? So the person minding their business, just trying to do it right, just trying to be part of balance, just wanting the best for everybody, minding their business, but also being able to extend themselves and sharing their knowledge along the way seems to prove to be problematic to other people. Before I go on, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Raquel. I'm an intuitive reader and medium. Okay, I do have videos of divination, tarot oracle videos on this channel, and I have one dedicated on Rumble. And this channel has a few things going on that's all within the same thing. So I just want to let you know in case you want to subscribe, you know what the hell you're subscribing for. But anywho, people when this, you know how the story goes, right? Jesus came and he was enlightening those and healing the sick and fellowshipping with other people and stuff like that. And he was teaching great knowledge that people needed to know. They needed the enlightenment from the days they were put in, the haze, the curse they were under. They needed to be enlightened from that. So it came to a point where before he was to get crucified, as I remember it, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure a Bible thumper will come through and thump me upside my head with the truth. But you get the sentiment of what I'm saying. It was time for him to get crucified, and they asked that they could only have one man or whatever. So what was it going to be? Was it going to be Barabbas or was it going to be Jesus, right? And Barabbas was a thief and a liar and whatever else. I'm sure he slapped somebody's mama up and did some more other crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But the crowd was screaming Barabbas, right? Not Jesus, not Jesus that was healing the sick and feeding people with 5 loaves and 2 fish. He fed the multitude. Was walking on water and doing all this other stuff, and he healed the bleeding woman and he healed the cripple. He had this one man could see and all of this stuff. He was out there just doing the deed, but yet nobody wanted him. They wanted Barabbas. Barabbas. Now, I'm sure we all know a Barabbas. And I'm sure we all know a Jesus, okay? You got to ask yourself, which one do you prefer? Now, I realize me, right? From where I'm standing, I realize that a Barabbas and a Jesus is an archetype. And they both exist and they coexist on this earth plane. That I understand, right? So I know I'm not about to be around Barabbas too much because he going to have me toe up. He going to have me locked away. So I don't mess with Barabbas. You know what I mean? And I mess with Jesus type, archetype, right? The symbolization of what that is. I mess with that. Enlightened, looking out for people, helping people, fellowship, all that comes with. I like that. I can get with that. But I understand that both exist. And I understand that none of us are just all goody two-shoe to our standards, right? Because we just are. We just are, and we playing out whatever energy we are. But, for those who like to label things, there are good people and there are bad people, right? And I understand both of them exist. And they both have a place. And I respect it. I just know when to get the fuck up out the way. That's always been my thing. Because to argue what it is and why it is, that's good for conversations. But other than that, it's irrelevant. You need to know how to operate with these energies around you. You need to know how to move. You need to know if you're supposed to engage. You need to know if you're supposed to get out of the way. That's what your discernment should be doing and kicking in for you. But people, I'm going to tell you why they love the Barabbas, because people don't want to take accountability for their actions. So Barabbas is good. He's right along with what the hell type of tip I'm on. I can't relate to Jesus. That's too much. Jesus is too good. And it ain't even about that. It's not about, you ain't got to be Jesus, the one Jesus out and Barabbas lacked up. And that's where we get it fucked up. You might not be like him, okay, but you know good and hell well Jesus need to be out before Barabbas do. Now, come on. You that self-centered and you that so quick to project and deflect that you gonna put Barabbas out over Jesus? That's crazy. That's crazy. But that's how it is. So today we have people that come forth with good intentions, good knowledge, and we try to turn them into what is Barabbas, but then we prefer Barabbas. We prefer dysfunction and disrespect and craziness. And I mean, I get it, right? So I'm not being a hypocrite. Like some of that stuff I be watching too, and I think it's funny, right? Because some of us is used to dysfunction, and if you're not, well, you're lucky. You're a lucky one. So you can relate to it, so you think it's funny. But the realization is we got to bring stuff more into a balance because we getting out of control a little bit. You know what I mean? For the world we want. Now, hey, if we like everything, we can keep going on how it is. I'm just saying, this is about what we want. So it's like we say that we want this better existence, right? We say that we want this utopia. We say that we want to live good and love good. But are we moving in that fashion? Are we walking in that? Are we walking in agreement with that energy for that thing to come about? And so that's what I'm saying. What are we? Are we going to continue to demonize those that are trying to stay out the way, mind their business, grow, evolve, expand, and be enlightened? And then we going to continue to uplift the degeneracy? Or can we respect both sides of the aisle and just know which one you want? There's millions of ways to approach this, really. I'm just saying. So I thought I would just go in about that. I know I went on my little quick tangent and around the world again. But I was just thinking about that for real. Even to this day, we love some craziness. We love dysfunction. And when it seemed like it's trying to do right, it's like, oh, they uptight. What type of shit they on? And we trying to find somewhere why they really are bold. They can't be that good. You know how it go. I don't know. Gotta do better. Gotta do better. But hey, like I said, as I said, that don't mean some of this stuff, psh, I get it. I'm an observer of it as well. I indulge in foolishness as well. I entertain it. I sure do. Now, I don't have a Zeus network subscription, but I know somebody that do. If it's something I want to watch up on there, and I haven't yet, but I'm just saying, in case I do, I know how to get up on there. But no, gotta be cool. But yeah, that's my little rant for tonight. Love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's really it for me. I mean, I do have a class, a group, an evidential mediumship and psychic ability practice group if you're interested. But outside of that, I'm out.